Representative Roy Logoles also raised questions about what he calls erratic date and timestamps. Wallace asked Smartmatic why the automated system didn't have precautionary functions to ensure the date and time in the machines were correct. Garcia of Smartmatic says the timestamps in the machines were only to record the sequence of action, but would not say exactly when these actions took place. At this, committee chairman Teodoro Locsin lost his temper, slamming Smartmatic anew for misleading lawmakers about its system.
If this sequence can be delayed to 10 in the evening, what the heck? My God.
Sir,
Your assurance was that anything that happens between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. would be reflected 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I didn't know that 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. could be moved to 10 in the evening. You realize what a fool you have made?
Sir,
the legislators who passed this law?
I understand, sir. With all due respect, it's an unforeseen situation. It's one
unforeseen?
Yes, sir.
That was the principal guarantee that this would be an honest election. That we would know digitally what would happen during election day and during the election hours.
And you do, sir, if I may.
No, forget that. You had us standing here guaranteeing to the public and the world that even if fraud is committed, we would be able to trace it. We never said that fraud could not be committed. But you said we could trace it. And now you tell me that at 10 in the evening you could do it and we would never know.
Okay. There was a question about the time zone. One of the judges said that she was having an issue with one of the machines, the controller, I think, maybe, and something about it being on an Alaska time zone. Do you know anything about that?
I can pull and see, but
that's like the only thing that I've ever heard about that. But she was pretty concerned about it. She said actually someone in Tarrant County elections, when she called to ask, said, well, she said, oh, here's an issue, and they said, well, that's because it's on the wrong time zone. It's on Alaska time zone. Do you know anything about that?
but if there was something with a time zone, the tech would have gone out and fixed it.
It was at the end of the night, so it was.
Then, I mean, if they had reported until the end of the night, then it would have come back.
Well, it was because the controller she couldn't get it to shut down properly. She couldn't get the controller to shut down.
It's taped before closing time, so if it's it makes sense, I guess.
So that's what she was asking. And she said a tech in Tarrant County elections told her that when she called in, but she didn't have their name, so I don't know how to even ask. Like, is all of this real?
If you send me the precinct number, we'll see if we have any.
It was at the Southwest Green Oaks.
Okay, cool.
That one. I didn't have this, but that was on election night. I didn't have a poll watcher there on election day. I only had them there for early voting, and they didn't have any issues like that during early voting. So, of course, like, everything goes wrong on election night when it matters and when I don't have as many poll watchers there. So, is there any way to find that out, if any of these are on the proper time zone? How do you... is that anything y'all do?
There's a printout right there. They're looking at the time as they're setting them up and the whole thing.
So the only way for us to verify that is for me to be here at 2 o'clock and make sure that says that it's 2 o'clock.
I mean, it's right there on the screen.
Yeah, it's 3:15 at this point in time.
Yeah, so this needs to be changed. These, remember, we change these twice a year because of the time zone thing. So when we go through public tests, that's part of one of the things that we do.
Okay.
Here is you're going to see that happen. So we'll change it. We'll change it here. So we can change that. Let Thomas here.
Let them flow their normal.
Yeah. Okay.
The checklist they're going through,
right.
And setting them in the whole thing.
And this is is this a result tape that y'all printed?
Or, yeah, it's just basic for the ballot board. We're going to process their review.
Yeah, is this a result tape or is this like a zero tape?
No, that's.
It looks like a. Well, yeah, I guess it's a zero because it's all.
This one up before the break. They're going to run the ballots and then they'll print the results tape and they'll give them to them.
Okay, alrighty. About the result tapes for the primary early voting by location, how do I get those at this point now that it's all certified? Do I need to do open records?
No, you have the ones on the website.
No, but we need it printed, like the Secretary of State, Christina, said, they need to be printed from the scanners. So is that, how do we make that happen? Because
send me the request and I'll respond to you.
Okay, because, I mean, I imagine it's going to be a bit, you're going to have to pay people to do it, right?
Just send me the request and I'll send you the response.
Okay. As far as the April 26th, are you going to have any of these machines there in Commissioner's Court for us to talk about?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, that would be really helpful. And because honestly, Okay, let me stop. Okay.
This is because it gets changed twice a year. This is what we have to do each time. Okay. That's it. If there's any date corrections. It can inadvertently, if somebody fingers it, see, do this.
Oh, I see.
See, it could have just been an innocent error.
Yeah.
So, we're on Central Time.
Okay.
And this is part of what we check.
That's easy to do. Maybe there should be a passcode to change the.
It is, but it gives you access to the administrative
thing.
menu, and we don't give that one, so that check has to go with.
Oh.
Right. So, and that's it.
Okay. All right.
That
was simple. Okay. Oh, it moved it. There it is. So the time changed too. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Representative Roy Logoles also raised questions about what he calls erratic date and timestamps.
What's the purpose of the time if that is immaterial?
The time gives you the sequence of the actions, and when you actually
but this, if I may interrupt, as Congressman Goles says, if this sequence can be delayed to 10 in the evening, what the heck? My God.
Sir,
Your assurance was that anything that happens between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. would be reflected as 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I didn't know that 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. could be moved to 10 in the evening. You realize what a fool you have made
Sir,
of the legislators who passed this law?
I understand, sir. With all due respect, it's an unforeseen situation. It's one of those-
Unforeseen?
Yes, sir.
That was the principal guarantee that this would be an honest election. That we would know digitally what would happen during election day and during the election hours.
And you do, sir, if I may.
No, don't forget that. The sons of bitches. You had us standing here guaranteeing to the public and the world that even if fraud is committed, we would be able to trace it. We never said that fraud could not be committed. But you said we could trace it. And now you tell me that at 10 in the evening you could do it and we would never know.
No, sir. I stand by our product, and we can trace everything that we do.